Heather, you and I, we've done extra work together plenty of times. Give me a horror story from backstage doing extra work. We've all buried ourselves on this podcast.
I don't know if I want to. I actually, the only like horror things that have happened for me doing extra work is the spaces that they put you in. Like, were you with us when were in the laundry room?
Where was that at?
I think it was in San Diego.
The only time I remember doing San Diego, they curtained us off.
Yes, then maybe it was in a different spot. But that place, they put me. I think I was the only one because there was that Rachel girl. There was a girl named Rachel who had started my beginners class with me way back when because she had a tryout and she did a bunch of extra work and she can't wrestle. So they wanted me to do a match on SmackDown, and they told me that the day before that they were going to have me do a match, and she was like, well, it's all you because I can't wrestle. And so she didn't even show up to SmackDown. So they put me in Mark Carano's like actual room, like the talent relations room, because it was just me, and then the rest of you guys were put into like a roped off like area.
You actually made TV, right?
Not that time, no. They told me I was going to do it, and then they didn't talk to me at all that day.
I think you made TV the night I was there. That the women did their ladder match for the women's championship on. I think it was SmackDown.
No, I did Raw against Nia Jax, and that was when I was brand new. That was like I was a year in.
Oh, How did by the way, how did that conversation with Nia going over the match go?
Easy. She was super easy to work with. Like they knew what they wanted to do, like Finley and I believe Sarah Stock was also the agent for that. And they were like, okay, well, what do you want to do? And she was like, here's what I'm thinking. Here's a couple of things I've been trying like in the house shows. And they kind of like narrowed it down to like what we should do. And Finley was giving me hope spots, which I was like, surprised about. He's like, you just slap the shit out of her and like that kind of stuff. And I'm like, okay, sure. And he's like, and they were like, no, just like you have to do it. Like even when we were just like going over stuff in the ring, they're like, just do it, just like full force do it, like while we were rehearsing, which was like the same experience I had with Impact and Gail Kim. She wanted to see how I was going to do it. She didn't just want me to go through the motions even while we were like kind of going over stuff, which I thought was interesting. But it was easy to work with Nia. She hits hard, but not in the wrong places. Like, you know what I mean? Like I was totally fine with her.
I'm jealous. I never got a chance. Turns out I looked too much like
Kurt Hawkins.
I remember that.
To get on that.
Were you there? Heather, were you there?
That was the one I was there for when they like just sat there and he was like, no. No.
Yes.
I think like every time I've done extra, I think Heather's been there.
I did it a couple of times and then I was over it.
Yeah, it's good money.
Yeah. It's good money. It's fun experience, but it starts to kind of be like, do I really? I don't know.
Yeah, but it is what it is. It's part of the process.
Yeah.